people swag. You ain't even gotta ask. What are those? What is that? Please don't touch my rap. Please don't touch my rap. I'm racked up like rappers. I'm wrapped up on camera. Get out on camera. Squeeze like asthma. It's rare wrath when I wear wrath. Bear wrath when I wear wrath. Might invest into some rap shit.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Chiefs going up against the Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. First carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They go play action here on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 60 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is taken around the 12. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Let's go! What? 9.
Again, it's Miller. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go! What? 9. Flex round! Flex round! Key 26! Key 26!
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! Ohio, let's go! What? 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. Lamar Miller, 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 63 yards, and the Texans will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and it had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. They find some open field here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And now out comes Houston. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Open now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Come on, let's go.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Stiff-armed him.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going at quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Let's go. 1, 9,
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Taking it about the 36. Avoids him at the 40. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And out come the Chiefs now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Lucky 56. Here we go now.
On second down, here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
We all know how important momentum is in a game, and when an offense decides to take a deep shot downfield, they're trying to create a big play and put doubt in the defense's mind the rest of the ball game. And in this case, the defense won the battle, batted the ball away deep downfield. So guess what? The momentum now quickly shifted from the offense taking the shot to the defense knocking it away, and now they feel like they might be in control.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. First down, Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run again with Hunt. Nifty move. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Gun!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
Throwing again is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 74 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
On first down, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
Here's a give to Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here we go! Grand 38! Ohio!
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And on 2nd and 10 now. On the counter, it's Miller. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now it's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Shane Leckler now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Now here's Mahomes. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 56 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
To throw on second is Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. 38.
Out of the gun, Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Come on, let's go.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 38.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Green 39.
This is Hunt. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Detroit!
On 3rd down. That's Hunt. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's Watson now on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Quick move by Miller. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's got Miller. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Good gains there back-to-back for Houston in the passing game and another first down.
Let's go.
A first down carry now for Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. He's going to let this one go into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now it's Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They run with Hunt. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Three yards to go here on second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And some room to work. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Mahomes going to throw it here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Hurry up, here we go.
They run it here. Ware. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And Butker able to put this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better. and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Watson now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One last throw here for Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program,